Peace talks. Where? Yes, peace talks in the Yemeni war that is causing the deaths of 130 children a day. And most of the world is saying, what? Well, it's about time. So who's meeting? All right, it's the rebels, or the Houthis, who are kind of winning, believe it or not, this war right now against Saudi Arabia and the United States. If there's such a thing as a winner in a situation like this, by the way. They will be negotiating with the government representatives of the exiled president, Mansour Hadi. This comes, by the way, as the U.S. Senate is pushing to the war, to end this war, to tell the United States and our administration to stop supporting this war. All right, Dan Cohen's over here. He's joining me now. He's been looking into this thing all day. I guess set the table for us. What's going on with these peace talks, which look promising, right?
Well, I talked to my sources in Yemen, and they're telling me these are very preliminary steps towards peace talks. So they're not expecting that the end of the war is in sight, but these are necessary steps for that to happen. So first of all, you have, as you said, the Hadi representatives of the exiled president, Hadi, who's backed by Saudi Arabia, meeting indirectly with representatives of the Houthi or Ansar Allah rebel movement. They're not meeting face-to-face. It's all being mediated by the UN Special Envoy Martin Griffiths. They've already agreed to exchange a couple thousand prisoners from each side, so they can be treated, reunited with their families.
Good start, right?
It's a good start. They, very important, they're talking about ending the Saudi and Emirati attack on Hodeidah port, which is considered the lifeline to the country where all of the aid comes in. Reopening of Sana'a International Airport, the airport in the capital, and payment of salaries to civil servants in Houthi-held areas.
These are negotiating points, not necessarily have been negotiated yet, right?
The prisoner exchanges have been negotiated.
Let me ask you a question. Are these guys actually going to sit and meet face-to-face, or are they meeting through proxies?
It's all being negotiated indirectly. So they meet with the UN envoy. They never meet face-to-face. And
the UN envoy then takes their side of the story to the other guys and then brings it back to them, et cetera, like a mediator.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny. I understand that there could be a little bit of a loophole in what is one of the things that's pushing this negotiation or pushing this peace talk, which is the U.S. Senate is telling our administration, look, we got to stop supporting Saudi Arabia on this war because that's 130 kids dying every day.
Well, in the wake of the Jamal Khashoggi killing by, apparently by Saudi Arabia, there is increasing pressure on the Trump administration from especially the Democratic Party to end U.S. support for the war. And so, there's a resolution that passed the Senate, but that calls for U.S. to end support for the war. However, it doesn't stop the AUMF, the authorization of use of military force from the post 9/11 era, and so it goes partway.
But the language there says that we can continue doing it as long as there's a terrorist in the country somewhere, right? And how do you define that?
Well, I think it's just politically unviable in this country right now to say we're just going to end the war on terror and everything. So it's a step. For people who are anti-war, who want to see all of this end,
it's good. It's good.
A step.
Yeah, we shouldn't criticize it.
Exactly.
But it's not going to happen overnight.
No.
Dan Cohen, as usual, thanks. Good job.
Thank you.
Always enjoy the conversation.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.